Crazy, strange, and the weirdest news. You can't make them up, they're bizarre but true. It's loose screws in the news.
Hey, we're Mel and Scott, and this is Loose Screws in the News.
That's right. We're going to share some stories about dumb criminals, about weird headlines, crazy people doing unusual things. You might think they have some loose screws. Hence the idea, loose screws in the news. You want to start us out?
Absolutely. So a moped rider from Los Angeles, police say was driving under the influence. Well, they're under arrest after crashing into an LAPD cruiser. It happened just after midnight in the early morning downtown LA area. The police vehicle was not moving, believe it or not, when the moped just slammed into its door. So after a field sobriety test, the rider was taken into jail with minor injuries, thank goodness. And no, the officers weren't hurt either. So here it is, bad enough to be drunk driving a moped, but crashing into a parked cop car. I mean, come on. Yeah. That's like showing up to court wearing a t-shirt that says I did it, you know? It's pretty obvious. And apparently he failed a field sobriety test, but just nailed that cruiser door. Just like nobody's business.
Imagine being busted by your own drawers. Yeah, your skivvies, your boxers, your tighty whities.
How? Did they get hung up?
Headline reads, man arrested after police match underwear from robbery.
Oh, no.
Yeah, no, not DNA.
Okay.
East St. Louis resident Lasaine Whitley faces multiple charges after allegedly robbing a Dave's Hot Chicken restaurant, because that's where the big money's at, Dave's Hot Chicken restaurant, in Chesterfield, Missouri.
Stop.
Police say Whitley entered the establishment around midnight wearing a ski mask and carrying a pistol. According to the probable cause statement, he forced his way into the manager's office, tried to take a bank bag containing cash from the manager by force after shoving a pistol into his side, which led to a struggle. The defendant succeeded and escaped with the bag. Surveillance cameras captured the incident, and witnesses provided police with Whitley's description. Officers identified Whitley because he wore the same True Religion underwear visible in the security footage.
Nice.
So they matched him by underwear.
Nice.
Not everybody had polka dot underwear, apparently.
Okay, hot pants.
Dave's Hot Chicken.
Right?
For the hot drawers.
How do you pull off a heist but not forget to pull up your pants? I mean, anyway.
Yeah, there's a lot of reasons to pull up your pants if you're going to be a thieving criminal.
So many. Yeah. So a 31-year-old remains hospitalized under police guard after allegedly causing 7 separate crashes. This is crazy. Emergency calls began about 10:30 a.m. reporting erratic driving by a white Hyundai Santa Fe. Police say the driver forced other vehicles off the road and fled multiple crash scenes, including a collision with a Honda SUV and later a BMW SUV. The suspect actually abandoned his vehicle, fled on foot before being chased and detained by an off-duty officer. During the arrest, the officer alleged that he bit the off-duty officer on the chest, like took a big chunk out of him.
Yikes.
Both men were taken to the hospital where the suspect remains under guard. But, you know, forget Fast and Furious. This was fast, flailing, and feral. That's what it sounds like. That's awful.
Wow.
Can you imagine?
No.
1, being in an accident, and then 2, next thing you know, you're a cop doing your job and you just get bit. At this point, his lawyers should just file a motion to plead full moon defense. Maybe
full moon defense.
Yeah, we've been having several full
Super
moons. Yes,
yeah,
yes, we
true.
have.
Harvest moons.
Harvest moons.
Such. A Florida woman's facing charges for allegedly throwing female hygiene products, tampons, into her ex-boyfriend's backyard. Yes, a spokesperson for the Volusia County Sheriff's Office, a 28-year-old firefighter, Gabrielle Franzi, is, oh, I love that wine, Franzi, is facing misdemeanor stalking charges after she allegedly threw over 100 female hygiene products into her ex's backyard.
That's disgusting.
Some of the torpedoes were painted red to make them look used. The report claims that Franzi was unhappy because her ex-boyfriend had a new girlfriend and that Franzi's mother and aunt were with her in the vehicle. They were apparently the ones who had the idea for the incident. She's scheduled to appear in court. They said they were just playtexting around. It will be her defense.
Stop it.
Yeah, tampons.
It's like
100 tampons in his backyard. And
Do
they
you know
painted them red, like an arts and crafts project.
How expensive those things are?
I would think so.
They're so expensive.
Well, maybe they hit the dollar store. Don't they have them at the Dollar Tree?
I mean, maybe they do. I don't know. But
still, that's $100.
That's a lot.
And paint.
Yeah.
And time for your little arts and crafts project.
I mean, she could have just been auditioning for Carrie 2, the Maxi.
Oh my God.
Yeah, that's bad,
We were
isn't
up
it?
all night writing that. That's awful. That's absolutely awful.
It's So awful. So the best man at a wedding has a lot of responsibilities, right?
Yep.
You know, the groom expects him to plan the bachelor party, hold the rings, make memorable toast.
Yep.
In rare cases, like at a recent wedding in Minnesota, he may also be called upon to handle a wedding crasher in an extreme way. Police say 33-year-old Stephen Andrew James was the best man at his friend's wedding in Maplewood, and when an uninvited guest showed up and tried to confront the groom. So James reportedly stepped in, and how did he handle the situation? Not like you're expecting. He actually shot the wedding crasher in both legs. Yes, wedding guests used belts as makeshift tourniquets to stop the bleeding and rushed him to the hospital. Police later found James at his girlfriend's home. He obviously was arrested. He's charged with second-degree assault and being held on $250,000 bond. I mean, don't get me wrong. That's some serious friendship and taking your duties very, very seriously.
Wow.
But, you know, forget rice and rose petals. These wedding guests had belts for tourniquets. Like, I can't believe it. The poor guy probably was just trying to object, but he didn't get a leg to stand on.
Yeah.
When
I see what you did
that's
there. He took a vow of violence.
Yes,
That's what
he did. He did take a vow of violence.
Don't know if you saw these pics or not, but according to the International Journal of Surgery case reports, doctors in Brazil were stunned after discovering a 2 kilogram, that's 4.4 pounds, Mel, a 4.4 pound dumbbell lodged in a 54-year-old man's rectum. The patient endured 2 days of stomach pain, nausea, and constipation. Yeah, I would think so, with a 4-pound dumbbell up your butt.
That's all?
Constipation. Before seeking help, x-rays revealed the weight stuck where the colon meets the rectum.
Oh, my God.
And surgeons were forced to perform a manual extraction to remove it.
Oh.
Yeah, I wonder who drew the short straw on that one. That's a 4.4 pound dumbbell up his rectum.
That's
Rectum damn near killed him.
Seriously. I mean, when they said no pain, no gain, I don't think that's what they meant. But, you know, yeah. Maybe moral of the story, keep your workouts outside your body.
Yeah, great idea.
Yeah. God, who had that idea? I don't want to know. Let's just
This
move.
fitness thing has gotten out of control. They've taken it to the extreme now, shoving barbells up our butts and working out.
Yeah, that's, I mean, okay. Little got to move on. Police recently pulled over a bright pink car because they thought it looked a little suspicious. And boy, were they right. Officers approached the car and opened the trunk to find a Shetland pony just chilling out, like, you know, just chilling out.
In the hatchback?
Well, I guess. A little horse even had a bucket of feed in front of it, like it was settling in for a road trip. The driver, the woman from the area, didn't seem to think anything was wrong. She tied the pony to a metal hook and insisted it was safe, but police weren't convinced. They explained that in the event of a crash, the pony would be thrown forward with the force of like 7.5 tons. So posing as serious danger to everyone on the road. The woman was issued just $41. That's all her ticket was for $41.
Just for horsing around.
Oh, God, you took my dry line. She refused to pay, but she didn't think that she did anything wrong. So, you know, obviously authorities disagreed with her. She was stopped from continuing her journey with the pony in tow, and she's now facing criminal charges.
Wow. I was hoofing it to get to that punchline.
Damn it! You're taking all my good stuff.
This is a sign of the times with technology and everything and AI. A college student suspected of vandalizing cars on the campus of Missouri State University was finally arrested after he allegedly confessed the crime in a conversation with ChatGPT. Authorities said Ryan Schaefer, a sophomore at the university, vandalized 17 cars, damaging mirrors, smashing windows, denting hoods, apparently having a really bad day. Got bad grades on his midterms.
Right?
I don't know. Police reviewed surveillance footage and suspected Schaefer. Officers paid him a visit, and he denied having anything to do with the crime. But he gave investigators permission to search his phone, and they were able to determine that he was at the location around the time of the crime. GPS, right? They also discovered he went on ChatGPT and asked several questions, including, is there any way they could know it was me? And will I go to jail, quote unquote. Schaefer was arrested and charged with felony property damage. So be careful what you're telling ChatGPT.
Dear diary.
Right. That's the new digital diary. You're going to get you in trouble.
Seriously.
Isn't that crazy?
That is crazy. And the way the kids are using it these days, talking to it like it's their friend.
Yep.
Yeah, like it's not going to turn you in.
I talk to mine like it's my girlfriend, but that's a whole different thing. That's just the way the world's going these days.
I do not want to read that journal at all.
You don't want to read my ChatGPT text?
No, not at all. Well, one man tried to get himself out of a hairy situation with cops by claiming he was driving 107 miles per hour to get to his barber on time.
What?
Yeah, this is crazy.
To get a haircut?
Yeah, just to get a haircut. Michael Stanek was pulled over in Palm Coast when he gave deputies the head scratcher of an excuse. The traffic unit officer told Michael that he would get to spend the night in jail after weaving in and out of traffic and putting other people's lives in danger. Seriously, going 107 miles an hour, that is definitely.
Think, like, you'd blow all his hair off.
Yeah, who needs to
They
go to the
stopped him. He
barber?
was bald, apparently.
No.
Going that fast.
But here's the sad part. This guy is definitely old enough to know better. He was 57 years old. That's how old Michael was. He was obviously handcuffed, taken into jail. He was released on bond, and needless to say, he did not get his haircut that day.
Well, he didn't make it on time.
No, he didn't. But when cops pulled him over, his excuse had more split ends than logic.
He was just a hair over the speed limit.
Just a hair over.
You know, the funny thing is he was on a motorcycle.
Was he really?
Yeah, so he probably had helmet hair.
Well, no. I mean, maybe not. I don't
if they
know.
give him a haircut in jail. I don't know.
Would you want to really get a haircut in jail?
That's true. It was a buzz cut. It's kind of what I have right now, actually. Here's one of those only in Florida stories, because that's where we live, and that's where we're getting a lot of these loose screws from. A woman was arrested after being accused of stealing a motorized public shopping cart and driving it down Airport Road in Punta Gorda.
Stop.
Yes, according to the Charlotte County Sheriff's Office, deputies talked to the store manager who told them the woman had come to the store, stole the motorized shopping cart, and was seen driving it on Tamiami Trail to all the way to Airport Road, which is quite a distance. Deputies tracked the woman, identified as 42-year-old Robin Zick of Punta Gorda. And, you know, coincidentally, all of these loose screws are old enough to know better. Anyway, Robin Zick was 42. She drove it to the Circle K gas station on South Tamiami Trail, almost a mile from the Publix. Deputies met with Miss Zick, who was still sitting on the cart, and confirmed the cart, valued at $2,500. Did you know those things are $2,500?
No, I didn't.
It was stolen from the Publix. Emergency medical services then arrived on the scene due to a phone call that Miss Zick had made prior to the deputy speaking with her. So I don't know, maybe Zick was sick. Deputies questioned Zick, who told them she had taken the motorized shopping cart to a medical appointment she had, and she told deputies she had planned on driving the cart there to her appointment and then bringing it back to the Publix later. Deputies arrested Zip-Away Zick anyway, and she faces charges of grand theft.
Oh, my God.
Well, at least she wasn't going to get her hair did, because that thing ain't going to go 107 miles an hour like the previous guy.
It only goes like 4 miles an hour.
I don't know what her plans were after a medical appointment. Maybe she was going to get her hair did.
Maybe
Do we
she
still
was.
say hair did? I don't know if that's still a thing or not.
I don't think we do.
Yeah,
I'm just impressed that the battery life
Right?
lasted as long as it did.
I know some of them will like die on you if you go past the parking lot. Like I've always heard Walmart shopping carts will die if you go a certain distance. Like if you go too far.
Really?
Yeah. Not that I've tried or anything.
I was going to say, how did you find this out?
The hard way, the fun way.
Of course. Well, this is kind of scary. I mean, a woman is lucky to be alive after she was nearly taken out by a big yawn.
A yawn?
A yawn. 36-year-old Haley Black had just woken up to feed her baby when she saw her daughter yawn and instinctively did the same. But that's when she felt
contagious.
What she described as an electric shock. Yes, yawning is contagious. This electric shock, it like shot through her body. Her arm froze midair, and she knew something was seriously wrong.
Her arm froze. How do you yawn?
Apparently, she's quite the yawner. Anyway, her husband quickly called for an ambulance, and she was rushed to the hospital. Doctors were baffled at first. I mean, I would be too. Like you yawn and all of a sudden your arm's frozen. Well, scans didn't show much until they looked at her neck. Get this. That's when they discovered that 2 bones in her spine had shot forward into her spinal cord,
Good
all
Lord.
from the force of a yawn.
Wow.
I mean, that's some serious yawning.
That's really putting your back in it.
Oh, my God. She was lucky she wasn't paralyzed. I mean, thankfully, emergency.
She essentially was.
Well, for a minute. Well, until emergency surgery saved her life. But oh my God, a yawn? Now you've got to be terrified to just do something natural like yawning.
Oh, that's crazy.
Isn't that a scary story?
Wow. That's a yawn apocalypse.
Okay. Yep. Yeah, it
that's
is.
Absolutely awful. I bet she can't yawn now without being terrified.
How could
it
you
might
not?
happen again.
How could you not?
Bones shooting through her neck?
Yeah.
Into her spinal cord.
It makes you wonder, like, could that happen to us?
I don't know if you heard this story. 7 men were arrested in an $800,000 smoke detector theft ring targeting Florida Home Depot stores.
Stop it.
We're stealing smoke detectors now?
I know they can steal the batteries out of mine because I'll tell you right now.
I would think drugs would be the profitable thing if you're going to be a thieving,
Probably.
criminal.
Probably.
Investigators discovered at least 44 smoke detector thefts at Home Depot stores in 17 different Florida counties, including Lee, Miami-Dade, Palm Beach, and elsewhere.
Oh, wow.
Around $78,000 worth of stolen merchandise were found at a storage unit in Hillsborough County. Another $300,000 worth of products were tied to a theft ring found in a warehouse in Houston, Texas. The suspects face charges including organized retail theft, conspiracy to commit racketeering, and dealing in stolen property. They share a combined total of over 170 previous charges between them.
Wow.
$800,000 in smoke detectors. Is there a black market for smoke detectors? Hey, buddy, I got some hot
Meet me
smoke
out
detectors
back.
over here. Yeah.
Well, I'll
even throw in a battery.
I guess it turns out crime doesn't always go up in smoke.
Oh, boy.
I got one.
Oh,
Yes.
That story went up in flames. Wow.
My punchline did, that's for sure. Okay, this is kind of disgusting, but maybe you've heard about it, maybe you haven't. A Pasco County man has been arrested after killing and eating 2 of his own peacocks. I didn't think you could eat peacocks, but I
Tastes
guess
like chicken.
Yes. Officers charged Craig Vogt of Hudson with aggravated cruelty resulting in excessive pain or death. Vogt told Pasco County deputies he killed and ate the birds because his neighbor wouldn't stop feeding them. So his neighbor wouldn't stop feeding the birds. So he's like, I'm going to show you.
They were his own pets.
I'm going to eat my own pets.
This guy's a little off.
Yeah, he wrote his neighbor a letter admitting to the deed and threatened to continue the behavior if she wouldn't stop feeding them. The 61-year-old told deputies he cooked the birds in a frying pan and would kill all of his pet peacocks to prevent anyone from taking custody of them. So,
that is foul. That is... That's a foul story.
It is a foul story.
In so many ways.
Literally, it is a foul story.
Bay Area police officers stopped a Waymo robo-taxi for making an illegal U-turn during a weekend DUI enforcement operation.
What?
That's right, a Waymo robo-taxi. There's nobody in it.
I was going to say, those are driverless, right?
The driverless vehicle performed the violation directly in front of officers at a traffic light. So the robots are rebelling already. That's right. No driver, no hands, and no clue. The department posted on social media officers could not issue a citation because their citation books don't have a box for robot.
Okay.
Police contacted Waymo, a subsidiary of the Google parent company Alphabet, and a Waymo spokesperson told CBS News in the Bay Area that the autonomous driving system is designed to respect the rules of the road and added, "We are looking into this situation and are committed to improving road safety through our ongoing learnings and experience." Police and legislation are being developed to allow officers to issue notices to driverless car companies.
Wow.
So the Waymo they had set up for a DUI checkpoint, and the Waymo taxi just did an illegal U-turn right in front of them.
Wow.
So, yeah, I guess humans aren't the only ones breaking the rules.
Well, I guess not.
That's
I mean,
scary,
what an
though.
awkward moment. The car breaks the law, but
Right.
no one's
No
driving.
one's in it.
No one's
So who's
driving
accountable?
it.
Right.
Could you imagine the cops when they open the car door and they just they like peek their head around and look like, who's in here?
Maybe the Waymo robo-taxi was drunk. I mean,
way more
could
drunk.
have been.
Way more drunk.
Had way more alcohol in it than need be. I don't know.
Oh my God. I got to tell you about this story about a wedding. I mean, talk about a hangry wedding. Have you ever been to a wedding where you like spend most of your time starving and wondering when the food
No.
is going to be served?
It's crazy.
I've been to a
Bring
couple
on the
weddings.
cake.
Well, I've been to a couple of weddings that didn't
takes
have
a while
like,
to get to the food?
Yeah, like
Yeah.
well, they didn't have hors d'oeuvre hours, so you just had to kind of like hang
Yeah,
around and mingle, waiting for the doors to open.
Cheapskates.
Right. A British TikToker actually talked about it, shared one of her wedding stories that spent hours, the bride and the groom taking photos and just, didn't present any food. So what did they do? They decided to have pizza delivered to the venue, and they shared it with the other hungry guests. I don't see anything wrong with this. I mean, at least they shared, as opposed to ordering the pizza and just
but
saying
all the
it's
other
all for
tables
me.
were probably drooling, looking over at the table with the pizza.
Well, then I would
And that
have
would be
jumped
embarrassing with a pizza delivery person showing up in the reception.
at the reception.
Yeah.
I mean, but that
This
speaks-
was the reception, right? It wasn't the wedding.
Right. I mean, that
That'd be
speaks
worse.
volumes, though, as far as the wedding goes. If you're like there and you guests had to bring their own food in.
Wow.
I've heard of like, BYOB, but
Pack some crackers or something, some goldfish.
why not?
Yeah.
I mean, at least it's keeping the local pizza parlor in business. Everybody's ordering their own food.
Hey, you have pets and you're married. Tell me how you feel about this. A newlywed couple in India called it quits after less than a year of marriage, not because of money, not because of cheating or in-laws, because their dog and cat couldn't get along.
Oh.
They couldn't stand each other.
Oh.
Yeah, their furry friends were constantly fighting, and despite trying to make peace, the couple just couldn't handle the chaos.
Really?
Neither wanted to give up their pet, so they chose divorce instead.
Wow.
Do you love your animals that much?
Yes, I only have one, and I can tell you that if it came down to divorce, I would get the dog.
This story, I think the pets won.
Yeah, totally.
Sounds like the pets weren't the only ones not getting along.
Wow, that's
Isn't that crazy?
That is crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't I think you would have known or figured out prior to that the pets weren't going to get along, so maybe it shouldn't work out.
You would think.
You would hope anyway. A Florida woman threatened neighbors with a gun over a phone she never lost.
Say what?
Okay, I know it sounds strange,
It's
but
like having your reading glasses on your head.
and you can't find them.
Where are my reading glasses?
Yes, very similar. Well, hear me out. 57-year-old Gail Marie Stevenson was arrested in Key West. I was just down there after. This is not me, and I didn't know her. But after threatening residents with a revolver while searching for her allegedly stolen phone, which police found in her SUV. I mean, that's kind of me. I'm always losing stuff, but I'd never threaten people with anything. Officers responded following reports of an armed woman in a white Ford Explorer. Stevenson told police she had given a younger gentleman a ride home from the American Legion Hall and believed he stole her phone. Well, when officer asked to check her vehicle, they discovered the phone on the driver's side floorboard. Multiple neighbors reported Stevenson banging on people's homes and threatening those residents, stating that she had been robbed. One 52-year-old man said she pointed a revolver at his chest. Police recovered the loaded weapon and a purple Crown Royal bag, which may be some evidence as to what really would happen.
Keeping your gun in a Crown Royal bag, it
might just be a little bit of evidence. Stevenson faces aggravated assault with a deadly weapon, armed trespassing, and evidence tampering charges as well.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah, she lost her phone and her chill all at the same time.
56-year-old Russell Leosa pleaded guilty to grand larceny after stealing a tow truck.
Oh.
While operators were trying to repossess his 2020 Chevy Silverado in Brooklyn.
Wow.
You steal my car, I'll steal your tow truck.
Right?
Yeah.
I'd take the whole thing.
Video footage captured Leosa shoving a tow truck driver, Paul Corsello, and yelling, "Get the blank out of here and put the truck down. I'm warning you, mother trucker." Before forcing his way into the vehicle. Then he drove the wrong way down 53rd Street with his Silverado hanging from the tow truck's arm, scraping parked cars as he went down the road before the pickup finally fell off. It rolled and struck two more vehicles near a city bus. Leosa abandoned the stolen tow truck blocks away and was arrested days later after viral videos spread online. His plea deal avoids prison time, calling for 3 years probation, fines, and, of course, anger management classes.
You don't say?
You ever had your vehicle repossessed?
No.
Yeah, that's got to be scary.
Yeah, but,
Coming out in the tow trucks, hooking it up.
But he kind of got two for the price of one.
Stealing the tow truck. Bad idea, buddy. It's not like that was going to work out, like, ever.
Two for the price of one.
That's funny.
Okay, I am funny. Anyway.
We're funny to each other.
Yes, we are. So there is a woman who's facing charges for allegedly damaging a Little Caesars restaurant in Louisville, Kentucky.
Not Little Caesars. I love me some Little Caesars.
Right? Over the cost of, get this, extra dipping sauce. I do think sometimes they get a little crazy charging you extra for dipping sauce.
That extra $1 is going to kill you.
I know it's not much, but at the same time, you're like, seriously, you're not even giving me 2 tablespoons of dipping sauce. Anyway, officials say Brianna Hayes allegedly caused more than $1,000 worth of damage to the store after being told that extra pizza sauce would cost $1. So yeah, she was taken into custody following a separate incident as well. Apparently, she's got some anger issues.
Yeah, you think?
She faces multiple charges. Good luck getting the dipping sauce in jail. I mean, it's just prison gravy, you know.
She should probably get together with the tow truck guy. Sounds like they got the same anger issues.
Oh my God, they'd make a perfect couple.
True story. I was at the drive-thru the other day, and my daughter wanted dipping sauce for her fries, and they gave it to us. But then they gave us crap at the window about how next time they're going to charge us for it.
Really?
I was like, "Are you guilting us as we leave the window with our dipping sauce?"
That's dipping
true
shame.
Story. I got dip shamed.
Yeah.
Dip shamed. You know what? Let's leave it there.
Please.
That's going to be this edition of Loose Screws in the News. We appreciate you watching. And be sure and hit the subscribe button right down low here. It's there somewhere. Yeah, like, comment, share, and all of that.
Yeah, we appreciate it.
And we love for you to come back and keep checking out our new episodes of Loose Screws in the News.
And keep doing dumb things because we love talking about it.
Absolutely. See you next time.
Bye.
Crazy, strange, and the weirdest news. You can't make them up, they're bizarre but true. It's Loose Screws in the News.